Right, are we live or not? Yes. Unlimited human. Are you here to really live a human experience that fulfills you and that you feel good with? Am I right? Or am I wrong? So today's topic, welcoming versus beating stress in order to nurture resilience and ability to embrace change and indeed feel well about life, therefore nurturing well-being. I want to start by saying that stress equals electricity. We don't want stress normally, but stress is what naturally happens in our systems. Stress happens because it's electricity in our nervous system, and it is like biochemical reactions, dopamine, serotonin, adrenaline, in all other systems, and it causes an automatic response that oftentimes is undesired, oftentimes is so automatic we don't quite like it, but that's what we got. That's what our soul signed us up for. We've been signed up to experience all of that, and stress is part of it so that we learn how to master it, we learn how to welcome it. Do you want that? So let's understand a few strategies. I'll be quick on how to actually make sure that you can hold a better life, a greater life, a life that you actually like. Well, there's some obvious ones. Meditation, I wrote it in the captions. Um, if you're not meditating in 2023, you're leaving money on the table, and it's not money on the table. In this case, you're leaving happiness and joy and peace on the table, on the game table of life. So go meditate. That's for sure a marvelous way to beat stress, reduce stress, master your stress management, whatever. Now, off from meditation topic, and I'm a deep, massive fan of meditation. I meditate every day. I'm a yoga teacher. That's where I come from in terms of my life experience. But apart from that, we'll touch upon somatic approach in order to release and strengthen our nervous system, and daily somatic approaches, because you don't beat and welcome stress when you are stressed. You actually beat it when you are in peace. Sun Tzu would say the smart and intelligent leader, warrior, prepares for wars in times of peace. Okay? Spartans would say bleed into training so that you sweat in battle. You need to prepare for stress when you're not stressed. That's why daily somatic approaches. I want to show you some immediately. So if you feel stressed or anger, take what you have in mind that stresses you. Take the situation, imagine it in a pillow, and you can do this very simple thing. You take that and you breathe out and you throw it. This stresses me. This angers me. This annoys me. You do this. This is an immediate release. So you don't need to punch the person or scream and yell at the person or situation that angers you and frustrates you and makes you feel stressed. Stress is not a single thing. Stress is your nervous system, your somatic body, mental body that is stressed. That is kind of, it's put under stress. There's something there's stretching the boundaries, stretching the ability to hold something that's happening in life. Okay, so you release it in this way. Then in somatic approach, there's actually breath, sound, and movement. So a super simple, apart from this one, way, and this depends if you're comfortable. I do it in public, but not everyone does it in public. So you can just very simply breathe out and You actually let it go. Sometimes you feel this stress and this anger that goes into your hands, into your limbs, into your legs. So you need to movement. Then you need to breathe. Out breath is a release, okay? You need to breathe out and do some sound. What does that stressful situation and circumstance make you feel? You need to release it. And what is the sound that you want to bring out? Let it out. If you're willing and if you're alone, I did it half an hour ago. I let it out from my tummy. Yeah, that's extremely powerful. This is another way, sound, breath. So when you're in peace, when you're not stressed, I actually invite you to accelerate the breath rate, stress your nervous system, your breathing. Because when you're angry, you breathe faster. When you're frustrated, your breath pattern stacks and stalls. So you train yourself, you do that, and then you bring it back to a slow, expanded, peaceful breathing pattern. This is very powerful. It shows you, your system, your brain, that you are able to go from stress to on demand. And then there's power moves. Whenever you feel stressed, actually, what your body does is to shrink, like your shoulders close for some reason, whether you're angry, whether you're frustrated, whether you're sad, but your body tends to, I mean, it's not fierce, it's not open, so it goes closed. Well, you just actually pick yourself in the moment and practice somatic opening to the situation. Life is giving you what it's giving you because your soul signed you up for that, for you to experience and learn from that. All right? So practice opening, standing taller, like face lifting. This is very powerful. So this was the first piece. I just touched upon it. It's very surface level, but this is already something massive. And if you're on replay, if you're live, you can go back from the minute 8 and go a bit back. Now, collaboration with stress strategy. This is extremely powerful. Someone would call it PNL, an NLP technique, neuro linguistic programming. I don't know if that comes from that. I came up with it. You collaborate with stress. It's a strategy. You can write it down. So literally, okay, stress, full situation, stress, emotion, anger, frustration, whatever. What are you teaching me? What is your message for me? And you write it down. Or in moments where the thing happens and you need that immediate stress management technique, you can pause, take a deep breath, hold it, and ask yourself the question: what's the message behind this stressful situation? What is that I'm annoyed by, and how is it helping me to grow, growth mindset in life? This is a collaboration with stress. You want to make a deal with stress. You want to actively take stress and collaborate with it. Okay. And when you write it down, it goes deeper. When you think about it, ask yourself the question, quickly reframe. It's a bit quicker, less deep. My take on it: always go and write it down afterwards eventually, so that you learn. You journal. If you have a journaling routine, that's the best moment where to integrate and implement this collaboration with stress strategy. And then rejuvenation and regulation techniques, strategy, and lifestyle hacks. This is a massive topic. There's so much you can do, and just know that stress, as your nervous system and all other systems that are stressed, and therefore there's too much electricity or too many biochemical reactions going on, um, is upregulating you or downregulating you? Is putting you in a state of you want to do something, or is putting you in a state of I can't live anymore? And you're like, you melt down and you don't want to do anything anymore. So it's upregulation or downregulation techniques and strategies that you need. There's cold water. Usually, if you are in a state that is like IPO to life, it's like you're lazy kind of thing, lazy stressed. Um, you, for example, take cold water. A cold water would bring you up to life and would upregulate you. So you need to think it, and there's lists, and I can give you the list if you message me and want the list of the strategies and techniques that can upregulate you or downregulate you. I can provide you with a list. I have a massive list that I had been given in my coaching training back in time. So you need to see this. Sometimes you need to rest. Sometimes you need to actually do, because you're stressed by the fact that you're stalling. So you need to take some action. Okay. It really depends. But this was to touch upon it, rejuvenation and regulation techniques. Um, Rejuvenation is to bring some energy. What can you do in this very moment that makes you feel some joy in this very moment? Is it sending the message to your beloved ones? Is it making a call to someone you actually indeed love? Or is it unplugging and watching 5 minutes of your favorite show? What is that? Immediate. Need to be quick. Making a deal with yourself and with stress. Like, look, ah, yeah, it's too much. Okay, cool. Let's pause it for a moment and let's celebrate myself. Let's have that quick and immediate um, dopamine and serotonin releasing strategy, knowing that I'll go back and do what I have to do. So this was all. I hope that it helped. I am absolutely open to your feedbacks. Really curious to know what you've got. Always know that I have plenty of resources for these. You want them, you text me, you reach out, you ask for the resources, tell me what were the insights. And if it's time for you to identify and choose what your most leverage and needle moving next level in life, and you want to begin to live it right now, from vitality, from presence, from unshakable integrity, then book a call with me. I'm available to you. The link is somewhere around my profile. Click on my name and you'll find it, or just text me. I want to call with you because of XYZ. Stay unlimited. I'm always so honored to serve you. And remember, practice your somatic release daily. Collaborate with stress. You don't need to beat it, but welcome it and understand what's its message for you, and rejuvenate and regulate often. Your soul signed you up also for stressful moments. Learn from them and stay unlimited. I love you. Ayrton Julio, your next level embodiment coach.